Okay, first morning waking up in Japan, and this is very, very exciting. Let's see, so yesterday we got in and thought our guide was going to meet us at the gate. Super did not. Hello everyone, it is Ed. We arrived at the airport in Osaka, and it appears that our guide is not here. And I just emailed them and I was told that they are not going to meet us here, that we have to meet them at a hotel which is an hour away. So Andrew's a little frustrated. I was triggered out by the assortment of troubles and stresses that are going on because I'm not flustered by these type of things. First of all, we couldn't find any place that would take card for cash. And goodness, we're now on a quest. We know what subway we'll be taking or what train we'll be taking. We know how much it costs to get there, but we cannot find any place that will take a card and exchange it for yen so we can purchase the ticket. And there was only one ATM in the whole place that I know Ed recorded a little bit about that while he was like running frantically with his phone. Success! With the help of the information guides, I was able to find the one corner with an ATM and get some yen out, and now we're going to finally brave this, what I think it's 96-degree heat with insane humidity, and get to our hotel room. Oh, I'm ready. We got the ticket, and then we got to the train, and it just didn't go for an hour? For an hour. It just didn't. We were just sitting on the train and it wasn't closing and more people were getting on. We're like, oh, well, we're supposed to meet in less than an hour. I don't know what's gonna happen. But then it finally went and we got to the hotel. We got a taxi to after we got off the train, we needed to get a taxi to the hotel. And we came in and then we met all of our people we're the only Americans on the tour. Everybody else is from all over Europe and everywhere. So we have to represent America really well. And then we ditched our tour group when they went to dinner because they were going to go get dinner. We were like, no, we want to explore. So we went and got some convenience store onigiri and then said, what's a good direction? North, north. And then just walked for hours and it was amazing and just walked around downtown Osaka. It was a very exciting adventure and I'm really glad that we did that. Instead,
oh, it's empty, god damn it.
Oh no!
I just wasted all my yen.
Oh no! And then I want to show about the cool things in the room. So, whoop whoop. This is all the buttons for the lights and the thermostat. It's very complicated. And then, hi Andrew. This is just a phone that they give you to use. It says, please take this out of the room. They just give you a smartphone for your time staying in the hotel. Can you fathom that in America? It's so many of those would get stolen, but they're just like, here, have a free cell phone for a day. But yeah, now we're gonna go to get we just finished breakfast, and we're gonna go get some water, and then we're gonna go to a monastery. So here we go. Alright, so now we're in a room in, what is the town? Koyasan? Koyasan. Yes, that's right. And so this is actually a Buddhist temple that they have set up so that tourists can stay. So everything's traditional and beautiful, and the gold on that is gold flake painting. It's very lovely to have this whole space just for Andrew and I. We got to walk through a beautiful cemetery, and it's just, I have some pictures of these towers of stone that are in different shapes that represent different elements of the universe, and the guide was very excited to tell us all about esoteric Buddhism and just the spirituality around that. And he was very much into it, so we learned how to like cleanse ourselves before we go into a temple and how to like offer simple prayers to Buddha. And this is like right down my alley. Like by the end of the day, I think a lot of people in our group was kind of just spacing off, being like, okay, more Buddhist stuff, but I was just like, tell me more. And so like half the time he would be talking, he'd just be looking right at me, like we were just having the conversation. But we got here and we got to walk around and see all these shrines and temples, and we got to go into this brand new pagoda where they've got these giant golden Buddhas sitting on flowery lotus pedestals, which I couldn't take pictures of because it wasn't allowed because it's a sacred spot. And this is all right down my alley. Like no one else is even close. They're all like, whatever, I don't care. But this is what I love, so I'm relishing everything that is this tour. It's very great so far. And then later we're gonna have a traditional Buddhist vegetarian dinner that they're gonna serve us, and we're all gonna like sit with the low table and sit on the mats, and that's gonna be very fun. We're gonna use a traditional Japanese bath, which is probably not gonna be very fun. But it's all part of the experience, right? But yeah, so that's today. Did I miss anything, Andrew? Oh, and also in the cemetery there were spiders that were like this big. But we walked really fast, so I didn't get to take a picture of those, but I wanted to. Alright, I think that's everything. See you all tomorrow. So I didn't film yesterday at the end of the day because it was a very somber day, but it started out really great. We woke up at the Buddhist temple and I got to go do sit in on the morning meditation. Say hi, Andrew. Andrew and I then went to a fire ceremony, which we got to watch through a window because it was too crowded inside. But that was probably for the best because there was no ventilation in the room, so like even the front entrance where we were standing was super smoky. So it's fine. And then we went to Hiroshima, and that was really hard to handle. We went to the Peace Park, which was nice to see all the shrines and memorials and stuff. Then we went to the museum, and that was too much for me, and I was kind of in a bummer mood for the rest of the night. But we had a delicious dinner. What was it?
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki or something like it's Japanese pancakes. They like fry it up in front of you. It was super delicious. And I got to try plum wine, which was very, very sweet and also kind of strong. And I got a little too tipsy too fast and embarrassed everybody. And now we are, what's the island called? I'm the worst at remembering names. What was it?
Miyajima.
Miyajima?
Yeah.
Miyajima? Yes. So we got to see the floating torii gate, which is under construction. And now we're in a park where there are a million deer. And you can like touch them. And I've seen online that they bow to you, so I'm gonna try to bow to a deer and see if it bows back. Oh, there we go, yeah. So now we're headed back down the mountain because we thought there were gonna be a bunch of deer at the park because there were a bunch of deer down at the bottom of the mountain. But it seems that the bottom of the mountain is where it's hopping, and not the top. Well, we're not even close to the top. We're like 90 minutes from the top, but still, the higher we go, the fewer deer we see. So we'll go back down and I'll see if the deer will bow to me there. Bow to me, deer! They don't seem to want your attention.
Don't smell like food.
Do they not bow?
No.
No. So, we had to do some emergency clothes shopping. I wore shorts thinking that that would be a good idea, but I'm incredibly pale, so I just got a ton of heat rash all over my legs. So we went out and we bought some long skirts for me to wear. Don't I look cute? Whoa. After that, we went downtown and went to the shopping district just to see like bookstores and stuff like that, and we found out that not only was there an Animate store, but there was a Pokemon Center. So we went shopping. Oh, they're taped shut. Oh, there it goes. They're all taped shut. This isn't having the effect that I wanted it to have. Today was a good day. What's up? Yes. And if you were wondering, these are Flareon socks where Flareon hangs out outside your shoe. You're welcome, internet. Good morning! I'm using my phone because we're just walking to the station. I didn't want to pull my camera out. We stayed for two nights in Hiroshima, and now we're gonna go get on the train to go to Kyoto. I've been sleeping so well on this trip because it's just been so exhausting every day. Yeah, I ate a quick breakfast and now we're headed to the train. And it's gonna be traveling forever, but then we're gonna go to Kyoto and we're gonna go see the geishas. And we're gonna get samurai lessons tomorrow, which is gonna be very cool. I'm really excited. And when I just got back from the Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is like the 1,000 torii gates. It's this mountain that goes up. I don't remember exactly how high. I'll put like the number here. But yeah, we made it to the top. I look a hot mess. My whole, I'm just like caked in salt from sweating so much. I look not great. But I feel amazing. I'm so proud of myself. At some point I lost the windscreen, like the little windscreen for my microphone, and slipped off. So I'm sorry if the sound quality goes down when I'm outside. There's nothing I can do about that right now. And now we're gonna clean up and we're gonna go do samurai lessons after we rest up for a bit. So we get to like dress up and use swords. I'm so excited about that. Today is probably one of the best days on the trip so far. Or potentially, because, you know, we haven't done the samurai lesson yet, but it's gonna be great. So close. Oh my god.
Or should you go from the yeah, I don't know. You do it.
Please. Yay! So today is the last day that we're going to be with our tour group, and then tomorrow we're going to Tokyo. Tonight we are staying in Hakone, which is blurry, there we go, which is a area that's very popular because it's very scenic. There's a lot of trees and stuff, and also there are onsens, which is like a hot spring bath. And this hotel that the tour group put us in has like onsens on site, so you can soak and, you know, enjoy the natural hot spring minerals and stuff like that. They also gave us all yukatas. A yukata is like a cotton kimono, so it's a casual kimono, and you can see really, really pretty ones. Girls will wear them to festivals. And then this is a very, very casual one, so basically kind of like a bathrobe almost, but they've requested that for the dinner that they're going to provide that we all wear our yukatas. And we've got fancy socks where it's like one toe and then the rest of the toes. I guess we're going to wear that too. It's very comfortable. This is definitely the nicest hotel room we've stayed in so far. We're on the bus a lot today, but we got to go out on a sightseeing boat, and Michelle got really excited about the boat. So we didn't film that part because we don't have the littles in videos, but she was very, very excited to be on a boat, so she came out front. And Andrew took care of her while she, you know, watched the nice scenery go by. And then of course it started to rain, so since it was cloudy and stuff, we couldn't see Mt Fuji. Sometimes you can, but it was too cloudy for that. And then we got back on a bus and drove for forever, and now we're at our hotel. Also, this is a really cool thing that I got. This is I forget what the woodcraft is, but they, you know, take all these different colored pieces of wood and make a mosaic and then cut them into like plates and things like this. So I got that, and that's a craft that's very famous that's local to Hakone. Yeah, and tonight we're going to soak in a private onsen because Andrew and I splurged, so we're going to get a whole onsen to ourselves. And tomorrow we go to Tokyo, and I'm very, very, very excited for that. So that's all for me. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.